Hello everyone, I hope you're doing fantastic because today's video is a Blame Harry video. Now guys, don't take this to heart. I know Harry Potter is a neat guy and he's a massively favourable character to a lot of you, and I love Harry, but let's be honest, he gets it wrong. He gets it wrong a good few times. Like, he doesn't exactly make the greatest decisions and he does need a lot of guidance in a lot of the books. I mean, like, even when he thinks he's making the right decision, it can still come back and bite him. So what do I mean? What am I talking about when I say that Harry Potter was single-handedly responsible for Voldemort's return to power? Well, what if I could tell you that there's a moment where Harry had to make a decision, a crucial decision, and the outcome of that decision would open up a new path to allow Voldemort to return. So before I go any further, I'm not talking about any situation in which Harry was not in control. Like, he couldn't exactly stop Wormtail from taking his blood as the final ingredient of Voldemort's restorative potion, as Harry was entrapped. Or he didn't know that the Triwizard Trophy was a portkey, which would see Cedric die. But, and this is an important but, I have two examples. I've got one main example which is the focal point of this video, and one follow-up example which I believe strengthens the argument for why Harry was at fault in the first place, which in turn makes one question: what exactly is the right thing to do? You can tell I put some thought into this video, guys, so let's go to the third book, The Prisoner of Azkaban, which is my second favourite book behind The Goblet of Fire. Anyway, Sirius Black is finally about to take revenge for the horrible 12 years he spent in Azkaban for a crime he didn't commit. He and Remus Lupin both explained to Harry that it was not Sirius who betrayed Lily and James. It was the fourth marauder, their old friend Peter Pettigrew, who was behind it all. Peter cut off his finger, framed Sirius Black, and hid in his animagus form for 12 years after faking his death. So this man right here frames one of his best friends who would have died for him. He kills 12 innocent muggles. He betrays the Potter's whereabouts to Lord Voldemort because he was indeed their secret keeper, which resulted in both of them being killed, and spilled many other secrets from the Order in order to aid the Dark Lord. So why did he do it? Guys, the answer to that question is simple: self-preservation and nothing more. That's all Peter cared about, being out of harm's way, being safe, and to him, that meant being on the winning side, which he believed was the Dark Lord and his Death Eaters. So guys, I just wanted to highlight all of the awful things that Peter did. And I'll be honest, if I was in Harry's shoes, and it was my parents who were killed, and my godfather who was framed, and I also knew the same person that killed the 12 people, I have to admit, guys, I probably would not hesitate to use Avada Kedavra on Peter. Now the thing is, Remus wanted to kill him, Sirius wanted to kill him, and even Harry for a brief moment wanted him dead. But when it came down to it, Harry refused to see Peter be killed because he believed it's not what his father would have wanted, and he didn't want to start taking people's lives either, as it's not a representation of who he is or who he believed Remus or Sirius were either, given the loyalty both men had shown to his dad. Now, this decision, albeit coming from a good place, coming from Harry doing the right thing, would prove to have devastating consequences, because now that he was outed, Wormtail would have no place to go other than seek out his old master Lord Voldemort, who just so happened to be seeking a servant to aid him on his journey to return to power, and he was struggling to come by that until Peter returned to him. Peter Pettigrew was actually instrumental in orchestrating Voldemort's return to power. He assisted in the creation of the rudimentary body. He constantly gave Voldemort a life-sustaining potion that consisted of Nagini's venom and unicorn blood. He also helped in Barty Crouch Jr.'s return to service after many years under the Imperious Curse. He brewed the Restoration Potion, he helped Voldemort into the Cauldron, he took Harry Potter's blood for it, he killed Cedric Diggory, albeit on Voldemort's orders. All of that came from Harry's decision to allow Peter Pettigrew to live, while Remus and Sirius wanted him to die. And for those of you who are probably saying, oh come on Dean, there's no way Harry could have known all of that was going to happen, you're being a bit harsh on Harry here. Well, let me tell you something guys, Harry knew everything that Peter had previously done. He knew the lengths that Wormtail went to in order to survive, and not once did Harry consider what this man could have done had he broken free. Which he did easily because he simply had a wand pointed at him. Here's what you do when you have a dangerous criminal on your hands. I mean, honestly, I get the whole Harry doing the right thing, but if you're deciding to let this man live after everything he's done, and you've not considered what he could do should he break free, you have got to be hitting him with a Petrificus Totalis spell, which renders him basically paralyzed, followed by a simple Wingardium Leviosa. You learn it in year 1 guys, and you float that little fat rat back to Hogwarts so he can get put in Azkaban and Sirius Black can be exonerated finally for the crimes he did not commit. So I'm sorry Harry, but you're not getting off the hook on this one. You could have still prevented Cedric's death if you actually took the cup by yourself like you were supposed to. You saved Cedric, got there before him, but nope, you have to share the win that was rightfully yours and Cedric gets whacked. So there you have it guys, blame Harry. Harry Potter was single-handedly responsible for Voldemort's return, and honestly for all you serious Snapes out there, as I said in the beginning of this video, don't take it to heart. There's always a sprinkle of humour in my attitude towards these kind of videos, but with that being said, I strongly feel I actually made a good point. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do I even dare ask that question? Should Harry have just whacked Peter Pettigrew when he had the chance? Let me know. Thanks for watching guys, I really appreciate all the time and effort you're putting into watching my videos lately. It means the world to me. I'll see you all in the very next video. Thank you so much for watching, I truly appreciate your support. Everyone, notifications of uploads are more important than ever, so please if you haven't already, turn those notifications on to make sure you're notified the moment my video goes live. Making videos is what I love to do, it's my dream and my passion, however it does cost time and money to produce this content, so if you have $1 to spare to support me on Patreon in exchange for some exclusive unseen content, then you can click the Patreon link below or at the end of this video. Please only support me if you can afford it. And make sure to follow me on Instagram at InstaDeanJ and on Twitter at PotterFolklore. Check out my other videos appearing on screen and please make sure, most importantly, to hit that subscribe button. Thanks again everyone and please have a great day.